you be using your magical capacities against yourself? Hi, I'm Glenyce Hughes, and I get to facilitate people around the world in creating their dreams come true. How the heck did I get so lucky? So yeah, have you ever even considered having magical capacities? And if so, have you ever wondered if you ever use them against you? So here's what happens. If we don't acknowledge our capacities, if we don't tell ourselves, you don't have to tell anybody else, but if you don't tell yourself and acknowledge them, what occurs is that you actually start using them against you. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have the invisibility capacity. You have the cloak of invisibility, as some call it, and you don't acknowledge that you have that capacity. Then you might walk around wondering why nobody ever sees you, nobody ever hears you, feels like you're invisible. That's where you're using it against you. You're not intentionally using it against you. It's just occurring because you're not acknowledging that you actually have that as a capacity. And so what you might want to start looking at is all the things you judge yourself for. Is that something you're using against you? Is it a capacity that you've turned around and are using it against you because you haven't acknowledged? And you don't need a big fancy anything to acknowledge. You can just acknowledge to you like, wow, every time I go into a group of people, nobody really notices me. Oh, I wonder if I have capacities with invisibility. Oh, wow, that's super cool. That feels really yummy. Okay. So then you can actually start utilizing it when you would like to and not using it against you. So when you're in a group of people and you'd like to be seen and heard, you actually could be. Now, if you would like to play some more with your capacities as a magician, we could call them, or your magical capacities, I have a two-part class coming up April 22nd, 23rd, 2023, all about magic with molecules. So we're going to be discussing more of this, more of invisibility, more of universe jumping, more of communing with molecules and really creating what you desire and receiving from everything around you to create it all. Yeah. Now, if you're watching this later, the recordings will be available. So you can still, the link, of course, will be above or below. And if you don't see a link, reach out and I'll get it for you. So I wonder what you might create if you started acknowledging your capacity, started acknowledging them to you, started utilizing them in ways that really created more. I wonder what you might create then. Have a great week, sweet friends. I look forward to chatting again next week.